Yo, what's up? Dr. Swole here, MD, bodybuilder, back with another video. So it's 5 a.m. right now, and I'm at the Vancouver airport, and I'm going to be doing a little vlog of my Philadelphia and New York trip. So the main purpose of my trip is to write the USMLE exam in Philadelphia, which is basically the physician licensing exam to practice in the States. So the exam comes in 3 steps. In this part, I will be marked on interviewing patients and examining them in real life scenarios. So I'm going to show you how I travel as a bodybuilder. You'll see a little bit of what I eat and what I do. Stock up on some food before we board this initial flight. Principles are that carbs are going to be easy to find. We'll shoot for stocking up on protein and vegetable sources. Go for this veggie dip. Alright, so we're at the Philadelphia airport. I'm exhausted. I got up at 3:30 this morning, and tomorrow I've got to get up at like 6:30 Philadelphia time, which is like 3:30 my time. So gonna try and sleep early tonight, get to my Airbnb and settle in, find food and plan my meals for tomorrow's exam day. Look at that. The Philly cheesesteak was fucking amazing. Anyways, now we've got to get some food to bring to the exam tomorrow. I think they're gonna provide us lunch, but I'm gonna bring along some of my own food just in case. We just walked into a Target. Let's see what we can do here. Checking out meat. We got some deli meat. I'm gonna go for some fully cooked turkey breast here. Check this out. One of these packs has really good macros, low fat. It's really convenient, ready to go. About 45 grams of protein in one of these, so I'm gonna grab 2 of them. They've got some fresh produce and my favorite, some pre-washed cauliflower and broccoli. We're just gonna grab some plain white bagels because that's all they've got here. Pretty clean, pretty similar to what I eat at home. Make bagel sandwiches with those. At my Airbnb now, I just showered. Gonna pop my melatonin. It's around 8 p.m. I find melatonin actually works really well for me in terms of resetting my clock, so it's really helpful for managing jet lag. My Airbnb, I mean, it's pretty sketch, but I'm only crashing here for the night just for the exam, so it'll do. So we're gonna do a lightning fast little meal prep here. So each of these packets of turkey has 45 grams of protein. So if we use both of them and split them over 3 meals, that's 30 grams of protein each. And each of these bagels has 42 grams of carbs. So there we've got 3 meals of 30 grams of protein from meat and about 85 grams of carbs, which fits pretty well into my diet break macros. There we go. Most importantly, these are really portable, so I'll be able to bring them into my exam tomorrow. We got our cauliflower for veg. All right, guys, it's 6 a.m. on exam morning. Feeling good. Honestly, I'd say that regardless of how I felt, because positive vibes, you know, we got this. Got my meal prep, which as usual, I'll eat on the way there. Yo, so it's 8 p.m. Wednesday night. The exam went really well. It was a long 8-hour exam, fuck. But went through 12 patient encounters, and I think I basically hit them all. This exam shouldn't be too hard to pass as a Canadian medical graduate. We're trained very well, so felt pretty confident about it. We'll see how that turns out. I'll get the score in like a month or 2. Anyways, I'm in New York now. I took a train from Philly. So here's the Airbnb in New York. This is the bathroom. What's up? Shower. And got the bed there, couch. The kitchen's really nice. Pro tip is to always get a place with a kitchen when you're traveling as a bodybuilder. It's really important to be able to prep your own food. And we got a room here with a treadmill in it. Fuck cardio. Like, what is cardio? We in prep or something? My first morning in Brooklyn. We are heading to the gym for a deload workout. I always choose my Airbnbs considering proximity to gyms. This is always really important, since going to the gym is usually a rate limiting step when you're traveling. So I downloaded a free pass to this Blink Fitness, so we will see what it's like. The gym turned out to be really nice. Just a word on deloading. I've talked about this in my contest prep series, I think my 23 weeks out video. But basically when I deload, I halve my volume, which means I go from 4 days in the gym to 2 days in the gym per week. And I also reduce the weight on the bar and my relative intensity. So I will go from 0 to 1 reps in reserve down to sort of 3 to 4 reps in reserve. In some cases, this will mean actually using more reps at a lower weight, but I just prefer this for my connective tissues. The other thing I'll do for my deloads is that I will switch up a lot of movements in order to rest my connective tissues from the repetitive movement pattern. I also feel that this gives you a little bit of a novelty stimulus when you come back to your old movements. This is largely just my personal opinion, but it's how I do things. So here I tried out the high pronated grip on this hammer strength plate loaded row, which I actually really liked, surprisingly. I walked into some random local supermarket. Here's some cherry tomatoes. And some baby carrots. Got more of my favorite broccoli and cauliflower. Got 2 of these. So we're gonna secure some light protein sources. I've never seen this before. This is like basically canned tuna that comes in packets, which is pretty convenient. I'll grab a bunch of these and I can stick them in my bag. You don't need a can opener. Getting some meat now. The chicken did not look fresh at all, so we're gonna go for some of this bottom round steak, which is basically the same as what I normally have with my roasts. So as you saw, basic principles are that I secure lean protein and vegetable sources, which make sure I hit my protein targets and stay full at the end. And then I make up calories with whatever I want to buy during the day. As you know, I don't care that particularly much about partitioning between my carbs and fats. Alright, so now that we've completed the mission of the exam, it's time to be set loose on New York. Hey guys, so we're gonna hit another deload workout. It's Saturday now, and I weighed in at 151.2 today, which I'm really happy about. I started my diet break at 149.4 was my low. So as you know, I try and keep my weight gain under 2 pounds as a rough metric that I'm maintaining. Obviously, since I'm eating a lot more fat and less carbs, I could still be gaining fat. That's not necessarily reflected in the glycogen weight, but anyways, it's a good indicator. We're looking good. Here I am back at Blink. Just a clarification on the previous is that I don't care so much about carbs versus fats when I'm running at maintenance or bulking. When I'm in contest prep or running a mini cut, I do bias towards carbohydrates since I find they help me fuel training. This, however, is largely personal preference, and if you find that you are less hungry with a bit more fat in your diet, then I think that would be great as well. I actually really like this cable pull down machine. I didn't think that it was going to be a very stable movement, but the proximity of the cable attachments actually makes it work really well. The freedom of motion at the hand grips is also nice because it gives you a natural supination at the elbows, and you can feel it in your biceps. Sometimes I will use deload weeks to actually try out movements I'm thinking of implementing in my actual programming later on, which is kind of nice. Here I just hit this cable curl just for fun because I knew it's a relatively easier movement and would give my biceps tendons a break, which have been achy. This is my physique, looking really full and vascular from all the carbs and sodium. So we're back at the Vancouver airport, guys. It was a great trip. Just update on, in terms of physique, I weighed in at 152.0 today, which is about 2.6 pounds up from my low weight, which is not bad. I usually titrate to about 2 pounds of scale weight increase during a diet break. So I think it might have been a little bit over. Some of that might have just been from the high sodium intake I was having since I was eating out so much. Chances are I probably did overshoot just a little bit. We'll see what happens. We're back on prep tomorrow. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video and leave a comment. This will help me grow the channel so we can reach more people. If you haven't already, subscribe and we'll see you next time.